That's why I had the balls to show up at that audition with a 6-pack of beer and actually be I offered the producers of PBR.
You had a Cadillac for sale, did you not? Or did you post it? What do you?
Hey,
you're
man.
the caddy guy.
If you're not hustling, you're sleeping. So this wasn't it. This was not the Cadillac for sale.
Yeah.
This is the caddy from season 1. Season 1, episode 6, Triple Black Cadillac.
Is that a 3? What year is that?
4.
4.
6. Well, how would you know? Ooh, that's just the other day when I picked it up.
That's badass. Those wheels are kick-ass too.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm going to fall in love all over again looking at these pictures.
Let's go for a ride, Shag.
You clearly had too much blood in your alcohol system.
Listen, I didn't say I stopped drinking on Sunday. I'm just telling you that I'm still hungover from those days.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
My ass is dragging.
Because it was like Kyle Busch had just crashed in Daytona earlier that year, and he got in the grass, and he broke bones and all that, and they kept him out of the car for a long period of time. And I did not want to get in the grass and do that tumble thing. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay, stay on the track. And then I hit, right? And then that 108G hit, and it hit so freaking hard. I'm like, maybe I should have landed in the grass.
You know what?
And I turned around and I said, "You just missed $10,000." He goes, "Why?" And I said, "Because that was me being a dick."
No fucking way. No way.
As you can imagine, there's no situation in the world where somebody thinks Lou was too loud.
Yeah.
I can hear you laugh from here, not through the screen, but from
That's true. That is true. Hold on for a sec. Do you think we should explain these hats or no? Just keep on going?
Just keep on going. Just keep on going. No, pick it up when we bring on our guest.
And I left there feeling like a bag of dicks. I was like, I bombed. I called my mom in tears. I'm like, Mom, I fucked it up. Like, it was so bad. And it was great. So,
Lou, did she just say a bag of dicks?
Yes, she did.
Been with my wife since 94. Met her in 94, got married in 97. Lou, when we met, she said, "Don't even talk about sex until we get married." After we were married, she said, "You can talk about it all you want." So, it ain't happening. I'll tell you, I got it rough. I'll tell you. Do you have any crazy monster on set stories?
When Fred Wynn drove the car off the set onto Lankershim Boulevard down to Cahuenga and made a little joyride, and they told him, "Don't do this." And you tell Fred not to do something, you're just asking for trouble.
I think there was like probably 30 or 40 extras, on set that day. And when they started asking, who here can drive a 6-shift? This is like 30 or 40 extras. None of them could.
What?
And it's like, then the directors, why'd you bring these cars with clutch pedals? It's like, well, that's the only way these old Land Cruisers came. There was no automatic. So anyways, we had to test a couple of my mechanics as terrorists and put them in the cars to... So
it's cool. It's got
different strokes.
But you start getting dizzy.
There you go. Kane's got to throw that up. He's breaking my balls ever since we got
Look at that guy. Look at that librarian.
Man, we could talk for weeks about this stuff.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I just want everybody to know that this is the final show for season 1. We will be back on January 12th. So don't feel bad if you go away. You can always go back and watch the old ones on YouTube. It's okay. We're going to get a whole new beginning. Ken, the director's got to get some stuff done. You know, he wants to jazz it up. And I don't know why. He can't make me look any better because I pickled my dashing good looks from all the alcohol I drank in the military. So there's no change in me. So that's where we are. And, you know, we got a couple things we got going on. We had Sean Can from the Karate Kid. Ha, hoo, ha, ha. But he canceled on us last night. So you guys are getting a treat. Courtney Hansen. That's who we got on tonight. We called her up. John talked nice to her. You know, I might have flashed her. And we're good to go. So Courtney's going to be calling in, and because she's driving, she's going somewhere. We'll find out. We'll do the investigatory situation. We'll get it all squared away. So we're going to go to a break, and then we're coming in with John, and we're going to go from there. Later. Well, we'll be right back.
What you need to do is check out DEI, Design Engineering Incorporated. They keep the heat out so you're not sweating to death. Check them out.
Dude, what are you doing?
Drinking.
Drinking? What are you drinking, John?
Red wine. Courtney's got me drinking.
Red. You know, UB40 did a song about red
wine. Last night, like you said, Karate Kid cancels.
I know, right? Crazy.
I texted Courtney 10 o'clock, so I said, listen, cancel. I don't know what to do here because it's last minute. I mean, who do you get?
Yeah.
She says, yeah, I'll do it. I didn't ask. She volunteered. Come on. So this afternoon, she hits me up. She says, her husband's in Palm Beach. They're opening a new store. I get this big, long, can't do it. So I sent you a text. And Lou, so I sent her a couple more text messages. I said, listen, you know, do this. Like suggested a bunch of shit. She calls me. I said, come on. So she's driving me to drink. She says, I can do it, but I'm driving. I can't do video. Can I call? Yes. Let's see. Maybe we could talk her into pulling over. I don't know, but it's probably in the middle of the night driving down the coast of Florida. She's in Florida.
Just let her, she can talk while she drives. I mean, I'm sure we have a picture of her that's pretty, that's pretty risque. That
we got pictures, but listen.
So we ain't got to worry, but the guys won't mind.
I'm going to tell her to talk slow because, I got, I'm ready. She can't see what I'm doing.
Exactly. There you go. So we keep it G-rated. There you go. There's one. See?
Who doesn't like Courtney Hansen? I act the fool, but Courtney knows I'm a jackass. Her and my wife, her and my wife both know equally that I'm a horse's ass.
So I know none of you guys believe that John could be a jackass. I know that. Everybody in the listening world right now knows that that's just not possible.
Well, I got stories to prove
it. Well, everybody's got stories.
I ain't shit, yeah.
God.
But
it's going to be crazy.
Is this the gentleman who ruined the buffet at the Harrow Club this morning?
Yeah, remember? Remember I was telling you, some of my best friends, I can come up with a line from a movie and they know exactly what I'm talking about. We can be in a room with like 25 people, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll say a line, and my best friend on the other side of the room will start cracking up. The rest of the room will go, what the fuck is he saying? What the hell? Yeah. Ken's one of those guys. Constantly with stupid shit like that. I told him, I said, the Eddie Murphy line where he does the impression of that guy. Yeah, and he goes, remember 2 seconds later, he's in the other room and he's talking to Taggart and Rosewood.
Yep.
And he does that impression. Is this the man who wrecked the buffet? And they're like, will you shut up? Can he hear me? Yeah, he can hear you. But I could say that to Ken. I could walk into the office and do that. We just laugh like we're 5 years old. He's a horse's ass too. I mean, it proves it right there. We laugh at the stupidest shit. God. I got
whiskey. All you want.
Hey, look, man, I ain't falling for the same.
I got a buddy. I hit lines from Rambo. He laughs. Just one word. I just say 1 or 2 words. He laughs.
We're gonna get dinged on a copyright strike. I can see it now. They're gonna pull this thing down, and we're gonna be screwed. We're not gonna be able to monetize it or anything like that.
That's it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
Oh, I'm not
We'll
worried.
go back and dub it in Chinese. It won't go any better.
Well, no, then everyone would know who's doing it.
It'd be okay then. China's good.
That's
It's all
true.
good.
Yeah.
We're on the wrong team right
now. The White House won't complain about us.
Yeah. But I got a short list of things that I wanted to go over.
What do you want to go over? Let's hear it.
No, I'm talking about with Courtney. I don't need to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Oh, so do you want to see if she's there? I mean, we're gonna go to break or what? What do you want to do? Talk to me.
No, what I wanted to talk to you about is guest for 22.
Yes.
Yeah, Christy Lee, you got say yes, right?
Yes, Chris. I'm just waiting for her to reply. But she said she's a go. We've got Hold on, let me pull it up. I put a couple on my calendar. I got to send them to you guys. But I got Rob Ida. Ida,
man, he's talented.
Sheet metal god. He said I just got to send him dates. I'm gonna beat.
If you don't know who Rob Ida is, check him out on Instagram. Follow him.
Yeah, Rob Ida, IDA. His dad was a '60s drag racer, and he does sheet metal work. And I'm pretty sure the dad was a sheet metal guy too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's got mad talent.
Yeah.
The Tucker he did, I sent him a message a while back because he had a Tucker at SEMA.
Yeah.
And he made it a high performance Tucker. And he did such a good job on it. I said to him, people don't know that you handmade this.
Yeah.
They don't understand that this is not a real Tucker. It's one that you duplicated and it was kicking.
Dude, he's in deep with the Tucker Foundation.
I know.
So he
the grandson. I think it's
something like that. I don't know all the details. I just know he's in deep with them, and we're getting Make It Custom. He's got a YouTube channel. His name is Carl, and Carl does a lot of. I like what Carl does. He does a lot of teaching online. You guys need to check him out. Make It Custom, and the name of his shop is Jap Hands because he's half Japanese. So he's up in Canada, So we got him coming on. He's got his date. Matter of fact, I'll send you the dates of who I got booked tonight. And then there's one more that I got to. Oh, I'm gonna get the Rocket Man.
Who?
I'm gonna get the Rocket Man. Yeah, Ricky out of Canada.
Yeah.
Ricky, the Rocket Man. He's got an international semi that's got a jet engine in it called the Bone Shaker. Now, funny thing, I met Ricky 4 years ago, I think it was. Like I knew who he was, but we were at a show together up there in Toronto, and I said to him, I said, man, I gotta go for a ride in that thing. And Ron Capps was there too. Ron Capps was there. And he goes, I'm going down to Atco. You can ride there. All you gotta do is get there. I got a spare fire suit. All you need to do is get a helmet. I'm like, all right, I'm there, man. You're like, Ricky went up to sign autographs, and Ron Capps goes, man, I saw him run it at Atco. You know, Atco doesn't have a big shutdown lane. I'm like, so? He goes, it was all he could do to stop it. I'm like, so? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go.
That's part of it. Jesse from Lord of Customs. I don't know if you heard of Jesse. He actually helped Mike LaValle out. He does a lot of chop mercs. Does really, really. I mean, he drops the roof on a merc down low.
Really?
And it's hard to do that without that thing looking distorted.
Yeah.
He's a talented guy. Hit me up. He says, listen, I'm about to set a date for his back surgery. And I said, oh, you and Lou got something in common. He said, as soon as he figures that out, he says that he's going to, I sent him some dates. And I said, no worries, because if that doesn't work, we'll figure something else out. But Ken just hit me up, said that Courtney is backstage. If we want to bring her forward.
Yeah, so then let's do the next commercial. We'll bring in Courtney, and we'll see where she's at in the world. That's all. We'll make it happen.
You want to do the DEI Christmas?
Let's do it now. Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Well,
DEI is having a Black Friday sale, you guys, and it goes through till November 28th. 20% off on all products. Just go to designengineering.com. That's right, designengineering.com. And you know what? get something. And if you have a 67 to 72 C10, they got a sound deadening kit for you. And they're working on new kits every day, so just keep it in mind. Remember, November 28th, that's when the 20% sale ends. But hey, we're going to talk to him about maybe extending it. Let's get Courtney out here.
She's driving. I can hear her.
I can hear it. Oh my God, I see a light. I see a light. Courtney, walk away from the light.
Are you driving? You got clothes on or you got clothes on or no clothes on? You got it's totally dark.
Oh, I can tell.
Oh, boy.
It's a cool it's a cool night in Florida. So I am clothed at the moment while driving across Alligator Alley.
Let's see if we can change all that. Courtney, speak slowly. Speak slowly.
Then I'm going to need someone to warm me up because it's cold in Florida tonight.
So you're almost home.
I'm almost home. I'm 30 minutes away.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah,
Tell us what. Hey, tell us why and what you're doing, and explain. Listen, I went through like 2 seconds ago. The last 24 hours, you were kind enough to jump in last second and say, "I'll be here." Then this afternoon, you're always crazy doing something. I mean, you're never sitting around with your thumb up your butt.
There's two of us in my marriage, and it's obviously not all about me. So I'm supporting my husband Jay while he's opening a new branch of his store, of his business. So he has a huge grand opening Tuesday in Palm Beach, and he's under the gun big time to get this thing pulled together by then. And so I went to Palm Beach to support him with our daughter, and he definitely needed it. So I was going to stay longer, but we all decided to come back to Naples, and then we'll be back in Palm Beach probably on Friday.
Oh, cool.
Courtney, tell us about the store. Tell us what your husband Jay does. Give it a minute, because Christmas is coming up. Maybe there's something there.
So it's called Marissa Collections. It's marissacollections.com. High-end fashion and jewelry. And Jay, it's a 45-year strong business. Jay came on board like 15 years ago, and he made, or 10 years ago, and he curated what's become one of the top fine jewelry boutiques in the country. So, arguably top 3. And so what he's accomplished is massive, and this branch in Palm Beach is going to be huge. And we're psyched. So, but it's a lot of work, obviously. And it's funny. Jay works with fashion and jewelry, and I work with cars.
That is sort of weird, isn't it? That is weird.
It's an interesting.
It's a good combination now.
It is. It is.
But I love fashion and jewelry, and he loves cars, so it's perfect.
I saw the couple videos that you posted on Instagram today, and you could tell Jay was in the zone, and it looked like they still had things are still in construction. You and I were talking about an hour and a half ago.
They didn't have a floor. As of today, they did not have flooring because the wood had flooring. No, because the wood hadn't arrived yet, and then the window, there's no lighting, there's no paint on the walls, so literally all of this has to come together in 6 days. So that's why I was there to support. We had a nice dinner at Buhan, our friend's restaurant, and it's like the top restaurant in Palm Beach. We had a blast. We shut the place down. And
it sounds like a steamer build. It sounds like a steamer build. That's
if you're short on wood, I'm sure we could work something out.
You know, actually, Lou, what you just said about the SEMA build, we're talking about the fact that if you don't set a deadline, it will never get done, right? With the car or the store. So like this, if the store opening wasn't happening, they would never be opening anytime soon. So those deadlines are important.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, Courtney, if you're short on wood, I'm sure we could work something out. You know
you're bad. You're bad.
Listen, I
was trying to ignore you on that.
I throw zingers. What people don't know about Courtney, she's thick-skinned. She puts up with my horse shit. I throw zingers at her all the time like that, even in front of my wife, and she just looks at me like, you're a complete jackass. I'm like, I know, it's just the way it is.
Can we tell the story again about the panties and the dog? And
I'll let you tell it. But yeah, I still listen. I got phone calls the next day. people were calling me going, "Is that a real story? Are you talking shit?" I said, "No, my dog had her underwear, and I picked it up." My wife came through the door, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" Yeah, that was a crazy weekend.
Courtney came.
Yeah. Tell it.
So Courtney came to, Tennessee to do the power block, and we would go out. We'd go out, whatever she wanted to do, and then we'd go to the hotel bar, or we'd go somewhere, get a couple of drinks, get dinner. So one day she comes in and she's like, "Lou, I need to get some flip flops." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So we went to it was Old Navy, and they had flip flops on sale, like buy 4 get the 5th one free. So they had this wall, John. They had this wall. It had to be at least 12 foot high, just loaded with flip flops.
Yeah.
All colors, designs, everything. So Courtney grabs all these flip flops from the ones that she could reach. And then she's like, we need to get somebody so I can get the flip flops up top, because you can see nobody's getting them. She's jazzed. She's like, there's no one getting them. They're too high. So I said to her, I said, stand still. And she's like, what? I said, stand still. I kneeled down and I picked her up, and her ass was in my face, and we're walking down the line, and I'm holding her. She's just throwing flip flops.
Well, that takes about an hour.
She's just throwing them over me. She's just throwing them on the floor. I'm like, Courtney, you counting? She's like, no, I'm just going to get them all. I'm just going to get them all because they're on sale. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I forgot that story. That's such a fun story. I forgot that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She had one of
We've
those,
had so many fun memories.
School.
Lou, you and I have had a ton of memories.
Yeah, we hung out together for 2 years, I mean, hell. Once a month you came in and we hung out.
And then we almost and we always went out and had fun and had a blast, and way too much fun usually. And then we almost did a show together.
Yep. Courtney came over to the house
and then we almost
spent
did
the weekend. Yep, she came over to the house and spent the weekend, hung out with the whole family. It was, just hanging out.
Yep, yeah. I took over the basement. We went to the NASCAR race.
Yep.
Right?
We did a lot.
We hung out with Greg Finelli.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had a lot of great times.
Yep.
Stock Car Steel. Yep. Give them a plug.
Good time.
And John, we've had fun times. Linda.
Yeah, we have. And Linda knows like I said, she knows I'm a horse's ass. She knows. That's Linda Bowen right there. We're putting up pictures as you're talking. That's my wife on the right side. That's, of course, Courtney on the left side. But that was the picture that's up is the one from Palm Hotel back when we were in a VIP section upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys look similar with coloring and everything else.
That was a great party.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Oh, is that the show?
Yeah, that's we got a picture up. I don't know if you see Courtney, you with a
Oh yeah, Courtney can't
torch.
see it. That's right. Don't mind me.
She may be able to on her phone, but you got a torch. It's just whatever. Ken's throwing up.
Driving. She's got to pay attention to what she's doing.
Yeah, we don't want to run it off the road.
I see. I looked. The one where I've got the plasma. Wait. Oh yeah. There's power.
Yeah, you got the cutoff torch. Yeah, you got acetylene in it. But there's Paul Newman.
Paul Newman. Yeah.
Look at the young Courtney. Yeah.
The young Courtney. Hey, you're gonna get in trouble. Make sure
she'll forever be younger than me. So that's all that matters.
There we are with that was in Pittsburgh. That's Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, the car show in Pittsburgh. Okay.
Linda Vaughn. That was fun too.
Hey,
keep your eyes on the road.
Picture that says Courtney Hansen.
Courtney, you got to talk. You got to speak slowly.
Oh, I have to speak slowly? Okay. I just got off the phone with Linda Vaughn.
How's she doing?
She's doing well. She went to Tony Stewart's wedding and had a blast in Cabo. So I was hearing all the details about Tony and Leah's wedding.
That's how old is she? Leah's how old? 30? He's what? 50?
33. I think she's 34 or something like that, and he's probably 50. Yeah.
Good for him.
Good on him.
Yeah. Apparently they have tattoos now. She has a tattoo that says he is my king, and he has one that says she is my queen.
Huh. You think it would have something to do with smoke? Something to do with smoke. Blowing smoke would be a better tattoo for her.
Oh my god!
Right?
That should have been their wedding hashtag.
All right, let's get him on the phone. Let's talk shit to him. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Patch in Tony Stewart or Linda Vaughn. You should have had Linda come on. You should have sent her the link and came on.
Yeah.
Linda's
we need
the
to get
best.
her back. We need to get her back on because she had problems. Remember, she had problems in the first time we had her on. So we need to get her back. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
we'd be rocking with that. So Courtney, real quick, is Jay still doing watches?
Yeah, he does watches, but this is his main business now.
His main deal. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got his hands in a lot of different things. He's a full blown entrepreneur. I can't even keep up. I honestly can't even keep up. Nor do I want to. I've got enough of my own plate.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. It's crazy.
Listen, Courtney, I told you, I sent you a text. DEI is sponsoring the Power Tour next year. We don't have dates yet, but they invited Lou and I to do the Power Tour along with Stacy David. So it sounds like trouble. I wanted to ask you
if you want to get in trouble with us.
Yeah.
Duh.
How cool would that be? I mean, it would be trouble across the board.
I did Power Tour 2 years. I was Miss Hot Rod Power Tour 2013. Had a blast with like Rutledge Wood and the guys from Magnaflow and like Tap Out Scrape. We had so much fun. And then I did it the next year with a newborn baby and Jay. And it was so hot and I was so frustrated with the newborn baby breastfeeding. And I was like, okay, this is definitely not something that you do with a newborn baby. Jay was annoying. And so I would love to do it again. Now that I'm
we're gonna need
with child.
We're gonna need cars or a car or something. We're gonna need put something on the road. So we talked about different options last week. But I also, like I was telling you earlier, Chrysler. I was talking to Ralph at Chrysler, so maybe they could hook us up with something, one or two or something that's badass. Courtney, you said what'd you order? You said you just ordered what? Not a Challenger.
I just ordered a Dodge Charger. I need a 4-door car with Holland, but I got a Charger Red Eye, black, brand new, coming in probably 2 weeks.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I finally have a
you could get her. You
in
could get her to
collection.
school in what 30 seconds with that thing.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, Mom, I don't want you driving that car. I said, Holland, trust me, you are the coolest kid in the carpool line. Like you will be the coolest one because this thing is fierce. I'm excited.
It is. What's that? That's 700 and some horsepower, is it not? The Red Eye. The Red
780, I think.
Wow.
I almost got the Demon is just for the racetrack. That is not like the Demon would not be a practical daily driver, but I'm excited about the Red Eye.
What do you mean it's not practical? What are you talking about?
Daily driver, 1,000 horsepower. Oh my god.
1,000. Can you imagine? That thing's got to be crazy. But if they gave us a couple of those for that week for Power Tour, yeah, we could sleep in and be the first ones at the next stop. Seriously. With a hangover and shit, you can get up at 10, 11 o'clock going ready. Everybody else is gone. Parking lot's empty. You just zip past I got this.
I like the way you're thinking. When I did Power Tour in 2013, I drove like all these different vehicles and they were all classic cars, you know, and one of them broke, and then the other one engine overheated, and then the other one, and it was like crazy but adventurous. But I had lots of car troubles with the classic cars. So, but it's a blast.
I think it'll be fun. Listen, are you doing Barrett Jackson in January, Scottsdale?
Yeah, I'll either be hosting again or just there as a spectator taking it in. It's my favorite event of the year. I love Barrett Jackson.
It's good energy.
I love it.
The place, it's way different.
It's amazing. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I hit up. I texted Linda Vaughn about I don't know, a month ago, asking her about that because she's usually there. She's friends with Carolyn and Craig. We had Craig on the show right before last Barrett Jackson Scottsdale. I think it was in March or so. But yeah, he's a piece of work, but told some cool stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's going to be a fun time. And if Linda Vaughn comes out, I think that's even going to be better. And Lou's got issues with his back, and we're still not sure what he's doing, whether he's going to drive out there, postpone it, or.
Yeah, I got to figure it out. I'm probably going to have back surgery, Courtney.
You guys need to be there.
Well, I may not be able to drive. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna. They're talking fusing my whole lower back, so I may not be able to drive out there. So we'll figure it out. I ain't worried about it. I'll make it work.
You got to do the power tour.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
you got to do the power tour.
Yeah,
that's probably what, June or July. Power tour. So you got a few months, Lou.
I think it is. I think it is like that. Yeah.
You got to jump on the Oxycontin and drink every night. You'll be fine.
There you go. I used to do that.
John, you are like.
What?
I used to do that. They'd give me oxy in the Navy. I'd pop a couple, drink a beer, and go run 5 miles.
Let me tell the story of the first time you came to town. When you stayed at my house. Let me tell a quick story.
Tell it.
Courtney came to do a show. We worked out the details. It took us a couple weeks to figure out who, what, where, how, when she was getting here, the whole airfare, the whole everything. So finally one day we work out the details. I'm driving home from the office and I'm about halfway home and I'm happy. Like, I can't believe Courtney. And then it hits me. I got to go home and tell the wife, because I never told the wife that Courtney's coming to town.
Courtney's coming into town.
Yeah.
Well,
so I come home.
Minor detail.
I come home, right? And I'm thinking, how do I break this to my wife? So anyhow, I sit her outside where I got like a glider out back where I do most of my talking. So we're sitting out there and I said, listen, sit down. I said, listen, do you remember about 2.5 years ago, you and I were sitting out here and we were talking about having a free pass? Linda looks at me. She says, no. I said, yeah. I said, you said your free pass. If you could get a free pass, you ever met some Hollywood celebrity that was somebody, you could sleep with them, you get a free pass just in case. She says, no. I said, yeah, you said it was Johnny Depp. And she says, I don't remember any of this. She says, I don't remember any of this, she says to me. I said, no, you said. And then I said to you, he looks like he smells, he smokes cigarettes, good luck, he stinks, blah, blah, blah. She says, I don't remember any of this. So she says, when was this? I said, like 2.5 years ago. And I said to her, then I turned to you and I said, do you remember who my free pass was? She says, no. I said, well, it's Courtney Hansen. She says, what? I said, yeah. I said, oh, I got news for you. She says, what is it? I said, Courtney's coming to town next month.
Oh my God.
Now you can hear it. This went over like, what the hell are you saying? I said, yeah. I said, so guess what? So Linda picked up Courtney at the airport and they hit it off right away. So of course, the guy can dream. You know what I mean? But yeah, Linda kept looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, what? We still laugh about that story, but what?
And then the dog got my panties. Supposedly the dog got my panties.
Oh, that's exactly what happened.
Allegedly.
I'm a little smoother than that. I don't need the dog. I don't need the dog for that.
Oh
well,
God.
the dog knew what he wanted. That's all there was to it. I mean, it's perfectly acceptable behavior.
we were sitting outside, and I said to Courtney, I said, you need to do me a favor. She says, what? I said, if there's ever an opportunity where you can introduce me to Foose, I said, would you do it? She said, yeah, I'll do it. That's not a problem. 2 seconds later, Foose, I think he called or texted. Do you remember that, Courtney?
Yeah.
And you went, look, it's him. And I don't know if you picked up or responded or whatever, but I was like, what are the chances of that? But months later, we're at SEMA and we're at the Palms. They always have that outdoor party where they used to, where they have motorcycles jumping, bands. It's real loud and crazy.
I remember that. It was the kicker party.
I think it was Kicker.
Yeah.
It was
the
kicker
party.
Kicker party.
Here comes Foose. And Courtney, she remembers everything. You can't get anything past her. Here she drags him over and says, John. I was like, oh my God. And she introduced me to Foose. And I'm standing there, so it was actually pretty cool to have Courtney introduce me to Chip. And Chris Jacobs was there. We snapped a picture of all three of you guys together. You remember that?
Yes,
It was
that's
you,
right.
Chris,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Foos.
My breasts were like very like prominent in that picture. I remember that picture.
I didn't notice.
If you still have it, send it to me because I love that picture.
I have it somewhere. I will send it to you.
We need to, hey Courtney, we need to try and get Chip on the show, on the podcast. I don't have his information anymore. I don't have it anymore. I don't know because
I'll reach out to
he
him.
changes his number all the time. I don't have the current one, so
well,
yeah,
he
you
won't be
would do
changing
that,
his number as much anymore. Yeah, I'll connect you guys. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he would be a great guest because it would be cool to hear the story front to back about what makes Chip tick and school. And I think didn't he work for Boyd?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Jesse James worked for Boyd too.
Yeah, he did. My understanding is he did for a little while. Yeah.
I never, and I don't mean to go in a dark area, but when Boyd died, I never heard what actually happened to him. There was all kinds of rumors of what took him out.
I heard he died. I heard he had diabetes, and that's what killed him. That was the story I heard, but I don't know.
Well, why don't we ask Joe Coddington?
Yeah, I have her cell. I should have her on too and talk about the history of that and where Dwayne is
Joe.
and back it up and go through, Boyd, because Boyd was a legend. I mean, he was a groundbreaker back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whether you like him or not is irrelevant. He was in Street Rod, it seemed like every month, and then he turned around and did Cadzilla, and he did a lot of serious cars in the late 80s, early 90s, man. A lot of serious cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He kicked off the whole customizing craze, for TV anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, George Barris and Gene Winfield, but like the TV side of it, Boyd's huge, legendary.
Well, when you think about it, Barris and them were busy doing shows. Like they got custom cars into it because of the shows they were in. I think Boyd did it just based on the stuff that they were building at the time. It was just so cutting edge, like his wheels. When billet wheels came in, it was because of Boyd. That was like a wheel to have, because you had the big 3-inch nut, the spindle, and it was just cool. And they were just building all kinds of, it was all street rods when you think about it. But it was a good day for street rods when he was building them. It really was. So, yeah.
Yeah, Cadzilla was badass. I tried.
Oh yeah.
I tried duplicating that color. I don't know if I told you the story. Long story short, when I was doing that Merc, the eggplant purple. So I had a bunch of trouble with the paint. Finally, John Kosmosky, the founder of House of Colors, called me up because there was a chemical reaction, blah, blah, blah. So he says to me, Kosmosky says, "What are you trying to do?" So I explained it to him, told him what I worked out, everything else. And he said, "I'll get you the paint, how Boyd did the eggplant purple on Cadzilla." And I said, "You are?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll call him." He called up Boyd and he got back to me and he said, it was done with a lot of pearl. And I told Kosmosky, I said, that's not the look. It must look different in a picture because I tried using pearls, purple and violet pearls to get that thing to pop. And he said, well, that's exactly what he said it was. But it was pretty cool to be talking to John, calling up Boyd, because this was probably 8 years after Cadzilla was put together.
Yeah.
And to think that he went out of his way. And you know what? That may be another good guest to have Kosmosky come on and talk about the House of Colors, because that guy started that business in his basement. Sold at the Valspar.
And I know how we can get a hold of him.
Yeah.
If you don't have his number, I know how we can get a hold of him.
Kevin, no, that picture, you're talking about the one right back here, Courtney. That's not the same picture. The one that we took was of the three of them, Foos, Chris Jacobs, and Courtney. Courtney can't see what we're doing unless she looks down at her phone. I can see her hand touching stuff and answering cell phone messages there. Just don't get into a wreck.
Yeah, don't do that. Jesus Christ. We don't need that one. We don't need that. I don't want to be responsible for that one. But Cecil, Hercules Motor Car Company. He knows Kosmosky.
Yeah. Your sound went out, unless it's me, Lou. Courtney, can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear shit now. Ken, I have no sound. You can hear me? Good, I'm back.
Luke, check in and check out. Courtney, check in and check out.
So I got to tell stories on my own because I just checked in and checked out. I can't hear them, but everybody can hear me. Courtney's off to the side here. But Kosmosky would be a good guest. I think that, who's probably have a contact with him is Jesse. There we go. Ken's got to put up the old Lamborghini. But if you guys have any suggestions as far as guests, get them to us. There's somebody you want to see because we're only going to book up about 25 shows for next year. We're not going to go long like we did this year. So post them up. We'll dig them up. We have probably 10 or more. We just can't think of them right now when we're on live on air. We got to make notes, but we probably have 10 or more that we're targeting. Kev Dog is one of them. Speed is the New Black. Noah is another one. Ryan from West Coast Customs is on the list. So, if there's somebody you guys want to see that I know Courtney said, yeah, I have sound. I'm the only one, which is weird. Something just blipped with the Wayne, you're going to be at Barrett Jackson? That's pretty cool. We'll catch up like old times. But I hate to do this and ramble and talk shit, but give them a second for those guys to get back on. Anyhow, but yeah, you got Kevin, you were talking about this picture here. That's not it. That's Bob Hope. That's me and the wife, and that's the Tuttles. The other picture you could see on the monitor. Oh, no. I'd have to dig out the one of Courtney and Foose. It was actually funny to see her post that on social media when I took the picture. Lou, you got sound, Lou? You still don't have sound. Is Courtney back on or no?
Yeah,
Kenny?
yeah, I'm back.
Okay, Lou's the only one that doesn't have sound.
I'm back.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. So what do you have coming up? What are you working on? Appearances, because you told me something earlier. You were running through where you were heading next. So you have a couple appearances where you're going to be doing what?
Yeah, the next up is PRI, the PRI show in Indy.
Okay.
And then of course the holidays, and then I'll be doing Barrett Jackson, and then oh gosh, there's a lot of appearances throughout the spring and summer, and obviously we're building cars at Royal Garage, and we built a Bronco, a '67 Bronco.
Lou and I didn't make it out there to SEMA. You were at SEMA this year. Your Bronco was in a Ford booth, right?
Yeah. So our Bronco that we built at Royal Garage for the TV show was in Ford's booth, and we lit the Bronco that we bought on fire. I should say the guys lit it on fire, and all we kept was the frame and there was like one other piece, like the windshield frame, whatever. So
Yeah.
basically, the car was built from boxes by wild horses, boxes from wild horses that our team
So
put
hold
together.
on. You're talking. You filmed lighting the Bronco when you bought the thing. You brought it in. You lit it on fire instead of stripping the paint off it.
The guys were like, okay, this thing is not salvageable. It's a piece of crap. And so they jumped all over it, and we had fun kind of like demolishing it. And then unbeknownst to me, we've got like these pyros in the shop, and
Yeah, right.
they lit it on fire in the garage. Don't tell Haggerty.
Yeah.
No, I actually made the mistake of telling Haggerty. They're like, we know nothing. But
Yeah.
we quickly got it outside the garage, and seconds later, I was like, guys, move it outside, and then you can do whatever you want out there. And so we built it from boxes from wild horses, and it's the first time that a Godzilla engine went into a Bronco, and we did that for Ford. And
Courtney.
yes.
Okay, so let me
back.
just tell you when you can't say Godzilla, it's Godzilla. Like
Godzilla!
Like movie.
Godzilla!
That's Lou watching kung fu,
Remember
old
that.
kung fu movies.
So whenever you talk about that kind of engine, Godzilla.
He's still thinking Karate Kid and Mr. Miyagi. That's where his brain was, because he was supposed to be on tonight. We're supposed to
It's
talk
the first
Mr.
time
Miyagi.
that a Godzilla ever went into a Bronco, and it was a tremendous feat. But the guys did it. The guys are amazing, and they made it happen. And it was an honor to be in Ford's booth at SEMA. It was truly incredible.
That is an honor to be there, because they got a pretty cool setup, and for you to make that ring, that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. So, it was huge. So, and lots more exciting stuff coming soon. But as always, I have to be secretive about it. And,
so hold on, let's back up to that Bronco. That's on your show. That's built for some deserving person, right?
Yes. It
Right,
was
that's all
built for. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to know more. I just want people to know that that's not something you gave to Ford. That's not something you kept for yourself. That's part of the TV show. So, and we talked about this before, and I got to tell you, the first round, season 1, and I know you changed the name and did a couple other things and adjusted pretty much what we're doing on our break coming up for the podcast. But the first go around, Courtney, it was impressive to see what you came up with and what you did as an executive producer. I told you this before, but that is not a small task. Anybody that knows that runs in that circle, you've got the phone ringing 24 hours a day trying to put all the things together, all the decisions, and trying to maneuver through all those headaches and timing and budget and schedule and keeping everybody happy and moving and positive without people fighting and shit falling apart. That's a huge difference from previous on Power Block.
Yeah, it's a ton of work to produce a TV show of any kind, and when you're building cars and you're under the gun, and there's insane deadlines. It's tough. It's nearly impossible. It's like almost impossible. So but we have an amazing team on both sides of the camera, and I'm just so honored to be working with all these people. But yeah, it's truly insane, and like I often don't sleep, but I love it. It's part of the deal. So
somebody's posting about the Detroit Autorama. Anybody going to that? You going to that?
I'm not going to that. I'd love
possibly.
to.
Possibly.
I have not been, so it's one of the questions.
Yeah.
But Courtney, you got any other concepts you're working on, producing? Your production company going to do something else, or anything you can talk about there, or what?
After Ride of Your Life, I'm moving on to produce different shows in all different genres. Like this is going to be my last car show.
Really?
Yeah, I'm moving on to other genres. So everything from music to fishing to travel to reality shows. Like I actually have concepts that I'm ready to sell now, but I just Ride of Your Life is my baby, and we just need to get that off the ground first. But next up is going to be something of a completely different color. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. You doing any writing? I know you wrote for a couple different columns. You wrote a book or two. You writing anything lately or no?
Yeah, I'm going to write another book, but it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a book about making it happen, and like it will obviously pertain to like how I've done it in Hollywood, but it's relatable to anybody in any occupation. You know it will be kind of like an inspiring, not self-help, but like yeah, but with like an inspiring angle, and it kind of geared to the younger generation.
Yeah, it should be, because I think everybody needs something positive. I think the world's a little crazy right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's so effed up.
I just look and I think people must be losing their minds. I got to turn. Here's the weird part. I turn off the news, and I have to have something going on in the house, some kind of volume of something. So I click on the Mexican videos, the Spanish videos. I don't even know what they're saying, but the music, the visuals are awesome.
Oh my god!
I put my phone down. Listen, I put my phone down, right?
Shit.
2 days later, I don't speak Spanish. 2 days later, all the ads on Spotify are coming through Spanish because I don't pay for Spotify. I'm like, oh, no, they're not listening. They know that I had the Spanish channel on for 4 hours and my phone was in the same room.
Were you watching the Mexican Weather Girl?
No, I wasn't. I'll tell you, I've seen videos, but no. You need to turn on. You need to turn on the Spanish MTV. It's 10 times better than
Oh yeah, I know.
Everybody's on the beach. They're bouncing.
Yeah,
we're getting a little sidetracked. We got Courtney here, but we're talking like dudes. Next thing you know, we're squeezing one out.
Well, if it isn't Mrs. Claus. Where's your...
So bad, John.
Yeah, right. You know me. My mind's always in the gutter. I'm like a half step from the gutter.
Always.
Courtney signed a banner when she was here at my house that said, why is this in your garage when it should be above your bed?
Oh no, did I?
Yeah, and I turned to my brother. My older brother was there, and I said, "Do you believe this shit? I don't even know this girl." And Courtney's standing there looking at me. I said, "Putting this shit on here like," and he was laughing.
You corrupted me. You totally corrupted me. Oh my god!
It was funny because she knows I'm a horse's ass. She doesn't take anything that I say serious, so I can do drive-bys on her, like the wooden floor. She just goes, "This guy's an ass."
I was just like, "Oh, John, here we go again. Here we go again."
Yeah. But she knows. She's like, but yeah, her and my wife get along, so it's
okay.
I'm not okay. It's not okay, but I get away with it. I don't know how, but I do.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
you're getting a pass.
I love Linda. I don't know how she puts up with you. I don't know how she does it. But
what? No, she's got all this going on. I got all this going on. Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
I don't get paid by the minute.
God bless her.
I know. There we go. Ken put up a picture of me back in '86 standing next to a Lambo. Courtney, you want to get sexed up, you got to see this picture. It'll do it for you.
All right, hold on. Let me check it out.
Oh, God. She's going to crash now.
We're going to hit skid. She's going to skid and go off the road.
Oh, my gosh. You're kidding me. That's amazing.
I'm a sexy. Don't control yourself now. I'll be taking your clothes off.
Amazing. That tank top. The socks, the tank top, the shorts. You look like. Oh my
Were you even born in '86? You weren't even born. I could be a grandfather.
Holy cow!
No matter what, back then you would have been pushing up on me. You know it.
That is. Oh my god!
You're probably 5 years. That's me with the tunnels. You don't see the tunnels.
What are you talking about? Jeez.
Oh, she would have won some of that, no matter what. As old as I am, she was 5 years old at the time. She would have. Who is this Italian guy? I think I was the only Italian guy in LA at the time. The one guy thought I could speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish.
So Albert said that we need to cut you off, John.
Oh, as far as the liquor or what? Am I being annoying? I can't help it.
I don't know.
People that watch the show know that I'm a horse's ass.
We gotta cut you off. Yeah, cut you off from all the drinks.
I don't have much. I got a little bit left here, but yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll tell you. Talking about drinking, when I was out in Pittsburgh, Courtney had me so drunk. We lose her?
I think so. I think we did.
She may have went through a spot, but she had me so lit, Lou. We went from bar to bar. We were hanging out with Ken Dig, went down to the casino, buying drinks down there. I could barely walk. The thing is, I could drink for like 45 minutes, an hour. I can't go 3 hours of drinking off and on, off and on, off and on. I can't do it. You know.
Look, when you're killing soldiers, you have to pace yourself. Okay, it's just that simple. That's the
Yeah,
best.
well,
advice.
that's
You got to learn how to pace yourself. That's what.
Yeah, I'm like a shooting star. It's, it's the way it is. I burn out real fast. I have fun while I'm doing it, but I can't go long distances.
So basically, what you're telling me is you just straight up money shot. That's what you are.
That's it.
Straight up.
That's all I have.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing crazy. It's here we go. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give her a second, see if she pops on. If not,
I'm back.
Oh, there she is.
She's back. There she is.
One of the guys wants to see your gorgeous face. Can you still got clothes on or not?
Yep.
You're in the dark in the middle of the road. You drive.
No.
There you go. There it is. See, we should have had that the entire time. Look, those chiclets are glowing. Right? Look at the chiclets.
So you almost,
just stay right here.
You should be close to home now, right?
I'm almost home. Home. I'm getting close.
How long are you on the road for?
3 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I can do that in my sleep.
And with the Charger red eye, it'll be about an hour 45.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah. You know, I got a stupid, Courtney. I got a stupid question for you. You know, you still got your house in Los Angeles, right?
Yes.
And now, you know, you bounce back and forth, but you spend a lot of time in Florida, right?
Yeah, I do. I do because of Jay's business. We have to be here.
Let me ask you. I mean, one state, California, is extreme blue. Florida is extreme red from one end to the other. And I don't want to get into politics, but you're standing in the middle. You like them both? You see the upsides of both?
I'm an independent, so I'm a registered independent. I'm totally in the middle. I feel like we're too polarized as a nation, but my heart is in California. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's the perfect weather on the planet. I love my industry. I love my friends. I love my home. And you can go to the mountains, the beach, and the desert, and out in the town all in the same day. Like it has everything. So when I get to California, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel
it is
free.
A different feel.
It's a different feeling, and I can get lost there. Like we live in a small town, and Jay is pretty much the mayor of this town. Literally, if Jay ran for mayor, he would win. Like that's how it is. So with both of us kind of being public, it's just hard. We're in a fishbowl, and I get to California, and no one cares who you are, and no one knows who you are, and it's just like, oh, I feel free.
Yeah,
John,
right.
Go out there and run for mayor, John. Do a term, then you come back home, and you run for Congress in Philly.
Listen, all the shit I said on this show would pop up somewhere, and I'd be screwed. People are like the guy's holding up hand lotion when Courtney's coming on and tissues. They're gonna go, oh my god! People are going, I'm not voting for either that. I'd be a big hit. I'm not really sure.
Well, that tank top photo with the shorts and the socks, like that.
Shwang. I'm telling you. Yeah, I was like Fredo. I was like Fredo at the casino, 2 at a time back then. People couldn't get a drink. You know what I mean? Here I am there being a tank top old dude too.
Yeah. Well, when you know what it is.
And look at Courtney. Look, Ebony and Ivory. I'm right in the middle. I should have white shorts on. I could have been sandwiched there. Hey, Linda Vaughn. Anybody that's spent any time with Linda Vaughn, I was actually surprised, and she's got crazy stories. We do have to get her back on. She made me laugh.
Yeah,
she is such a hoot. She is absolutely hysterical.
And the other thing is too, you don't have to say too much to Linda Vaughn, and she picks up and knows exactly what you're getting into. She is definitely in tune because I could see her. She was reading my mind. And I'm not going to go too far from there, but she was reading my mind. I'm like, lady, you're dangerous.
That wasn't a hard read.
I know. Well, when your tongue's rolling out on the sidewalk, I mean, it ain't real hard to figure out where John's going with that, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Man. But that's what I like about Courtney too, because you would think she'd get pissed off. That's it. Hang up. See you later. She doesn't. I don't know if she does that with anybody else, but she doesn't with me. And she easily could do that. I mean, she has. but you know what I'm saying. Not often.
Yeah.
John, I don't know why, but you get away with it.
I know. I don't know why either. But yeah,
And, I'm glad that you get away with it, because when I'm out with Jared, I get away with it.
There you go.
So it's okay. It works out.
Talk Jared into doing the power tour.
Yeah, I'll talk.
We're gonna need speedy cars.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, let's get a hold of Ralph at Chrysler and tell him we need at least 4 of the fastest, badass, tuned-up cars that he's got.
Well, you're going to have to do that. I mean, I only had dinner with him once with Chip years ago when we were doing Ultimate Car Build-Off. That's when he first took over.
Well, he's doing the power tour.
I understand that, but I have no way to get a hold of him. That's you're going to have to figure that one out.
Yeah.
I have no way to get a hold of him.
Look at Bill Clinton. What's that comment mean? I got to look at Bill. I met Bill Clinton in Philly.
Look at me. Yeah. It's Bill Clinton. He gets away with a lot of shit too. He gets away with
Willie.
it.
I'm not I don't know. Maybe I am. I probably should have been thrown in there.
That's what Big John Ford's talking about. He's talking about this stuff he gets away with.
Yeah. I do have a picture of me smoking
Papa
a
Squirrel
cigar.
departing. I just saw it there. Papa Squirrel. See you later.
Yeah, we're at our end. Courtney's around the corner from her house. Courtney, I want to tell you thanks again. You pulled us out of a hole.
Love you guys. I'm happy to help anytime. Love you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it because, with
really, thanks a lot.
Mr. Miyagi backing out the last second there, and
sweep the leg.
Yeah, no mercy, Johnny. But with him backing out, and Lou and I were actually talking, trying to bridge the gap between the Karate Kid and this type of show, although we could do anything and talk about anything. My interest with him was the Hollywood in the 90s because we're close in age.
Yeah.
So, and he had an apartment above the Whiskey a Go-Go, so he probably had some crazy stories.
It just blows me away. An apartment above the Whiskey a Go-Go. God.
Yeah. But Courtney, appreciate it. We don't want to stay too long. Let's catch up again. Let's stay in the loop as far as Barrett Jackson Power Tour and all that. We had a conversation today. Let's follow up with some of the things you and I were hitting on.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, you guys, for having
Give
me on
Holland a hug.
again.
Tell Jay we said hello.
Tell Jay we said what up.
Listen, this is our last show.
Last show for the season. Don't say last show. People are going to sit there and go, they're not doing it anymore.
You guys got to share, invite friends, get the audience going. We're going to do, we'll see the graphics behind us here, the black, the blue, the whole thing. We're probably going to update some of those things, make some changes, a couple little changes to the format. We got a meeting next week that we're going to go through some of the stuff and talk about improving. If you guys got any feedback, because we're inside the bubble, you guys are outside the bubble.
Yeah.
Send it to 3leftsdon't@gmail. Somebody asked the other day how they send their cars in. We also look at that email for possible guests to bring people on that got cool stories. So hit us up there. Again,
don't forget Design Engineering, 20% off. Remember,
20%
designengineering.com till Friday the 28th. Just remember that.
Yeah, check them out.
Take advantage
There's a lot
of
of cool stuff there.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. So we're good to go. All right, we good? Did you get it all?
Money's on the dresser, Lou. I'm done.
All right, I'm outie. Later, everybody.